Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on the latest developing stories. We start with Ansu Fati as the Barcelona gem will reportedly consider his future in the summer window if game time does not improve. We are also going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then to conclude this episode, talking on this transfer report claiming that Barcelona director met with the agent of this veteran La Liga defender, Inigo Martinez, recently. We are going to be discussing on what they had to say. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so you always stay up to date. If you are just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Prior to the start of the 2022-23 campaign, Ansu Fati was presumed to play a key role in Barcelona's redemption under the leadership of Xavi Hernandez. But entering into the second half of the campaign, Fati has been one of the biggest disappointments in the Barcelona team this season, racking up only 3 goals in the league so far and falling behind the likes of Rafinha, Ousmane Dembele and Robert Lewandowski in the pecking order. Fati's lack of prominence in the squad has recently led to speculations over his future at the club, with Barcelona reportedly keen on getting rid of him in the upcoming summer transfer window. Laia Tudel has offered an update on the future of Fati recently. The Spanish journalist suggests that the forward's priority is to remain at Camp Nou. However, if he continues to struggle with the lack of game time, he will sit down with the board in the summer to discuss his future. Fati wants to stay at Barcelona, but also remains keen on featuring more prominently than he has been this season. If things do not change, he will sit down with the club and discuss their plans for him, with an exit not ruled out. This comes in the midst of speculations that have linked Fati to a move to Bayern Munich. Although the claims were soon refuted by the sources across Germany, there is no doubt that Fati could prove to be a sought-after asset in the market. Manchester United and Arsenal, for one, have reportedly sounded out the possibility of signing the player at the end of the season. Despite the youngster's struggles with injury, he has shown the potential to become one of the greatest players in world football. That is exactly what could make him an appealing target for various top clubs across Europe. While Barcelona insists that Ansu Fati is not for sale, it will not come as a surprise if they consider offers for it. As the forward has struggled to offer the goods upfront, his sale could be an effective way of generating fresh revenue and reducing the salary budget of the squad. It will ultimately allow Barca to spend more in the market and land top targets such as Martin Zubimendi and Joan Foyt. Right now, the media can't stop talking about Ansu Fati with his future as it remains a hot topic of discussion everywhere. Ansu Fati have been going through some very tumultuous time at Barcelona this season, and it is really a big disappointment because many were expecting Fati to, to come to his very best after his injury ordeals are done, and he is now 100% fit. But instead, Fati, after 2 turbulent seasons with injuries, this season, which he has been free from injury, it has been really a bad season for Fati. And, it's something that it is a big disappointment. And it has been inevitable for other clubs to start showing interest, knowing fully well that Barca don't really prioritize him or Xavi does not really play him like he used to because of his lack of prominence, because of the lack of form he has. And of course, this report is claiming that the Barca prodigy is ready to make a decision if Xavi continues to play him very less frequently. The Barca gem will consider his future in the summer if the game time does not improve. And the report stresses the fact that Fati is even ready to sit down with the Barca board end of season for them to discuss the future and everything that he has to the club. And if Barca see the possibility of getting rid of him, then they will. Because reports yesterday came out saying that Ansu Fati will be left to make his decision if he wants to leave. That's the only time Barca can consider selling him. But if the player does not say anything, Barca have already told the other suitors that Ansu Fati is not for sale. Of course, Fati extended his contract in 2021 with a €1 billion release clause, and the contract was extended till 2027, which means that Fati, if he wants to leave Barca, it will be so expensive. I don't know if how many million can Barca sell him, but not the 1 billion, because I don't think anybody can pay such for a player who is even out of form, by the way. Even if you're the highest player in the world, the most valuable player, you can never be up to 1 billion. So let's see how it goes for Fati, and we just hope that between now and the end of the season, Fati can improve on his form, because I think if Fati can come back to his very best, it's going to help Barca a lot in terms of the performance, because now we're still a top team, we're playing well, we're going further in the Liga, we're winning games for fun, and what more if Fati was doing well? It could have been far better. Then on to the final story of discussion. Inigo Martinez was one of the defensive targets Barcelona had considered signing during the summer transfer window, but the arrival of Jules Koundé meant that a move for the Spaniard was not signed. However, that has not even deterred Barca from their pursuit. In fact, Catalonia Radio reports that Barcelona have maintained contact with Inigo Martinez's camp over a potential move in the summer. A few weeks ago, Barca sporting director Matteo Alemany even met Martinez's agent in Barca. During the meeting, the two parties presumably talked about the possibility of the defender's summer move to the Camp Nou. The Blaugrana still remain interested in the 32-year-old services, who will be a free agent in the summer, but at this point, they cannot guarantee his registration due to the club's financial fair play issues. Currently plying his trade with Athletic Club, Martinez is regarded as one of the more reliable defenders in La Liga, with over 350 appearances in the league. He brings a wealth of experience, which is combined with his aggression and leadership. On top of that, he will provide Xavi with a left-footed option in the centre-back slot. All of this makes Martinez an appealing target for Barcelona, who have maintained their interest in the player, as he is only set to turn into a free agent at the end of the season. After trying to sign him in the summer, Barca considered the possibility of roping Martinez in during the January transfer window as well as a replacement for Gerard Piqué, but no move materialized. Piqué's retirement has created a void in Barca's defensive unit, even though the club have performed much better defensively with a combination of Araujo, Christensen and Jules Koundé excelling. Despite their formidable defensive record this season, Barca may still require the experience and leadership of someone like Inigo Martinez next season, especially as the club look to do well in the Champions League. That said, the deal to sign Martinez on a free transfer is far from closed, and there might be complications coming down Barca's throat. This is why the club have refused to guarantee a summer move for the player. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.